Hi, everyone. This is just a quick announcement. I want to just review a few things as you're completing week 11. So, this week we had Grace Cricket to talk about enterprise risk management on Tuesday, and then on Thursday we had Angela Banerjee talk about just general insurance, loss control, and how the safety profession links to it. And she was with Acuity. But also, I don't know if all of you caught that under week 11, I've got a video announcements for this week. Please watch it if you haven't already, because of the change I'm doing for the reflection requirement, which is right here. For this week's reflection, I want you to submit a draft of the technical report. It is just a draft. I just want you to start thinking about it and putting it together. And as I had stated before, for Module 2, when we had the last writing assignment, I had provided that sample write-up. It's the sample. Here it is, the writing sample, the demonstration. You can use that as a guide. I don't want you to go word for word because it's different. We're analyzing loss run data. We're comp data. That was OSHA log data. I don't want to see the term OSHA log or injury log anywhere on this new assignment because it doesn't fit. So if you happen to put in your technical report, you better not do this in the executive summary. We analyze OSHA logs or determine no lost time ratio, or if you talk about incidence rates, it's completely wrong. That's going to take a lot of points off of your score. Don't do that. Only talk to workers' compensation and claims, things like that. So use that as a guide, and that's for the reflection of this week. Next week, which I now am posting, it's going to be available here in a moment. On Tuesday, we have a live lecture in which I'm going to do the final writing workshop, but I'm going to kind of combine it into prep for the final for your projects to finish them up. I've got the lecture there, but again, I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to actually update the PowerPoint based on the grading I do on Monday. Thursday's lecture is recorded, so you can watch that whenever you want. It's on safety culture, safety climate. I've done a lot of work in that area. I believe my recorded YouTube has like over 500 views, and so others have watched it as well. Thursday, I will hold what we used to do, which will be a live lecture via WebEx starting at 11 o'clock. And I want to review content from the work comp lectures, the medical management lectures, and then I can open it up to any questions about the project, though you can ask those on Tuesday as well, or you can reach out to me and we can do one-on-one WebEx. So that's for this week. But for this week, the reflection, I want you to submit a draft of your final presentation. You should be pretty much there already. I would hope, I really do hope, that by the end of this week, you've got everything done. And all you're doing is improving the presentation, maybe digging a little deeper, doing a little additional above and beyond analysis for better insight into your technical report, presentation, and executive summary. That's where you should be at this point. So really all you're doing is dotting I's, crossing T's, putting on bows, things like that, making sure it reads good and it covers everything you need it to. And so here I'm just giving some tips on putting together the presentation. I do want you to submit a PDF version of it and not the PowerPoint. PowerPoint is going to be too big because you're probably going to put in pictures and copying and pasting from Excel. But what I want you also to do is start practicing using copying a table from Excel into Word, and then using the table, whatever it's called in Word, to make it look better. And it's something I'd covered before, and I will talk about on Tuesday's lecture. So I want you to start practicing that. Then for the week of Thanksgiving, we have 2 recorded lectures. So there's no need to meet. If you have something else going on Tuesday, no problem. We're not going to meet, but you can still contact me for one-on-one. I wasn't planning on holding anything live that week, but again, you can reach me. So this week, I'm going to be recording the lecture with Jeffrey Dalto on effective safety training, and I'll post the link when it's ready. This link is already there. So the assignments for that week are right here. The reflection is a checklist, a final checklist for you, and I want you to check these off and comment on how you've met these different checks. If you can complete this and check everything off, and I've done all these things, you're there. You've really got this project down. You're all set. But I do want to go back to this week. You see right here, this presentation is going to be up here. Register for your presentation. So you'll go to the Google Docs, and I've got time set up for December 1st, Tuesday, December 1st, Wednesday, December 2nd, Thursday, December 3rd, and this is an overflow. I don't want to see this filled. I'd rather see it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I got morning times, afternoon times, and evening times. So there's got to be a time here that fits your schedule. The presentation is only 5 minutes, but we got a 15-minute window, so I'll be able to give you some feedback. And if you go a little bit over, though you'll lose some points, it's okay too. I would practice it if I was you. So that's everything for the next 2 weeks, including this week's assignment. So this week's reflection, you're submitting a draft of your report, and I'll give you feedback on it so that your final one's better. Next Sunday, which is the 22nd, a draft of your presentation, and I can give you feedback on that. By then, your calculations should be done, even though they're not due yet. And then the week after that is a checklist to make sure everything's all set. And that's when everything becomes due. So contact me if you have any questions. I just gave you a really big insight into what's going on in the next 3 weeks. And so I hope you have a planner that you can kind of work it all out, and you're taking notes as far as what you should be doing, because I'm giving you more insight into what you need to do to be successful with this project than I've ever given before. So, and it's easier for me if everybody does a great job. It's easier for me to go through and grade it. Versus if you're not doing what I'm asking you to do, you're not following the instructions, then I have to go through and search and try to make sense of what you did and try to allot points for it. So it helps me if you're successful, and that's what I'm trying to do. So let me know if you have any questions.